Hey there, Libra, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of November. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Libra, if this reading, oh, there you are. If this reading resonates and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. It's all in the description box. I send out free extended readings every Monday, only to my email list subscribers. You literally can't get these readings anywhere else, and y'all have been loving them. And I love that. Okay, so main energy for your reading is the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Cups. Wow. You and this person are a divine match when it comes to the emotions, when it comes to the romance, when it comes to the feelings. You and this person are a match made in the 5D. I don't like saying match made in heaven, so I prefer match made in the 5D. There is a lot of love here, and it goes both ways. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I also see Taurus, Leo, or another Libra. Obviously, your person can be any sign. These are just the main signs that I'm seeing. In the recent past, you get the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Justice. This is so positive for you. It's a brand new beginning. It's very, very exciting in the recent past. And you also feel very, very confident about it, both about this connection, but more so about yourself. You know how like sometimes you enter that energy of just knowing the universe is going to line up for you. Everything's going to work for you. Everything's just literally going to be what Libra wants it to be. That's what happened in the recent past. In the current situation, you get the High Priestess, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Cups. This is love. This is romance. You have love here. However, there is also something going on internal for you where you're a little bit conflicted about something. It doesn't seem like big. This doesn't seem like deal breaker or anything like that, but there is a little bit of like this internal conflict. In the near future, you get the Strength, the Page of Pentacles, and the Empress. You're taking very small steps. You're taking baby steps here in the near future, but it's actually very difficult for you to take such small steps. You're showing me like, I want to progress leaps and bounds, and me kind of taking these like little baby steps. It's hard for me to not move, not progress much faster. This person does mean a lot to you. And so I can understand why it's difficult for you to not to progress as much. Let's see. I really like your energy this month, Libra. I really do. Let's take a look at the Queen of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading. Queen of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Star. Yeah, you've wanted this. You wanted this. You're showing me. I asked the universe for this. I asked the universe for this equal give and take, this love. I asked us to move in this direction. Bottom of the deck, you get the Lovers. You literally manifested this, and you do feel like the universe is bringing this in, and it is very aligned. So it's not like you feel intuitively like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this isn't right. Quite the opposite. You feel like this is aligned for you. This is what you were asking for. This is what you were manifesting. There is a little bit of that doubt, though. There is a little bit of that energy of you kind of questioning it and being like, well, is this actually what I wanted? Maybe the universe is going to play tricks on me. So you do have a little bit of fear here, but overall your energies are pretty intense, and you can feel like, I wanted this, I manifested this, the universe delivered. Let's look at the recent past. I want to see the King of Wands. This is for Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So King of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. This is going to be easier said than done, but don't let your overthinking or your negative thoughts or your limiting beliefs get the better of you. You feel very, very comforted, very cared for, very supported by this person. You're also showing me this person makes me feel very confident in myself, like me as a person, not just confident in this connection, but confident in who I am. They hype you up. They really make you feel like, you know what, you are all that in a bag of chips. And so, but there is also this energy of you kind of evaluating, assessing, trying to kind of look at this and be like, well, is this really all that? Is this really positive? And again, you get the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which you also get again in the current situation. There is a little bit of this like internal, I don't want to say doubt because it's not doubt, but it's more so like you kind of looking at the situation and being like, this is good, this is positive, but there's kind of like that but there. The but is coming from devil energy in terms of like, you know, your own fears, your own insecurities, maybe even like past relationships that didn't work as well. But I don't see any 3D world proof that you should be like, okay, be careful. This, like, you know, you're missing something. Let's look at the Ace of Wands in the recent past. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Judgment, the Tower, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yep, this hits you out of nowhere. So at first you started off, you're like, oh, this is exciting, this is fun. And then literally out of nowhere, you come to this realization of like, this isn't just fun. This isn't just casual. This is somebody that I can see myself with long-term, having a stable, successful, long-term connection. It is still fun, but it has like a deeper level to it now, where you're like, I was not expecting this to go this way. I was not expecting myself to feel this. And all of a sudden I'm realizing like this person is deep. This person is, or they have at least in the recent past, what I want for a long-term stable relationship. And again, you get the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Let's take a look at the Justice in the recent past, which is you. Justice is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. You're showing me, okay, I realize this, but I'm not letting myself get too excited, get too ahead of myself. I'm still holding back. I'm still maintaining a little bit of emotional distance, emotional disconnect. You're still Eight of Pentacles. You're still investing in this. You're still progressing this forward. You're still working with this person and interacting and building. But emotionally, you're really keeping yourself on the very shallow end of like, hey, I like you. I care for you. But that's about it. You're not really diving into the Queen of Cups energy or the King of Cups energy, which is what you kind of experience more in the current situation. In the recent past, you were still holding back emotionally. You're still kind of like, no, it's fine. I'm emotionally distant. I'm detached. Like I'm not super emotionally invested. You know, you haven't let yourself admit that you caught feelings yet in the recent past. Let's look at the current situation. Start off with the High Priestess. Wow. High Priestess is clarified by the High Priestess again, the Magician, and the Ace of Cups, honey. And you get Justice at the bottom of the deck, which is you. You can lie to yourself all you want. Your intuition is telling you, you know what this is. You manifested this, so you darn well know what this is. And you're like, well, what is it? Oh, it's a new beginning in love, obviously. You can't keep playing the, oh, you know, this isn't love. Oh, you know, I don't care for this person. You can't keep being like, oh, you know, I'm not sure what this is or where this is going to go. This is love. This is straight up love. And it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And I love it. I love it because your intuition is kind of screaming at you in the current situation. And I do feel like you're listening to it. You're not admitting it to anybody or keeping this to yourself, but you're very aware of what your intuition is telling you. Let's look at the Five of Wands in the current situation. See what this conflict that you're experiencing internally is. Five of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, you get the Nine of Pentacles. That's a lot of Pentacles, Libra. So you're a little bit conflicted about, it's not where this is going, but whether or not this connection is going to keep, let me back up. Your conflict is internal. It doesn't necessarily have to do with the other person. It's more so internal for you as, do I prioritize doing my own thing, being on my own, you know, again, Nine of Pentacles, kind of not having to answer to anybody, not having to account for anything, right? Or do I prefer being in this connection? And you're calling it a connection. You're not calling it a relationship yet. This connection is balanced. It is very balanced. It makes you feel good. You like the flow. You like the give and take. You like all of that energy. But there is also a part of you which really values your independence and doing your own thing and not really having to be tethered or tied or connected to anybody, right? In that regard. And so I do see that kind of coming up for you in the current situation as like, it's not a question mark. It's just more so like an internal conflict that you're going through in terms of like, do I prefer connection or do I prefer independence? That's what the conflict's about. Let's look at the Two of Cups in the current situation. Two of Cups is clarified by the Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Well, the more time you spend with this person, like physically in the same room with them, in front of them, in their energy, the more you're kind of leaning towards, yeah, this is love. I want this relationship. I want this connection. I want to be with this person romantically. It's kind of like, you know, you're about to like jump off this cliff, right? And you're showing me the more time I spend with this person, the more I kind of like, okay, let's do this, right? You are also very, very attracted to them. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Cups again. There's a lot of love there. There's a lot of emotion there. This is very, very positive. You're just a little apprehensive in the current situation because you are so used to your independence and your, like, you doing your own thing and not really having to not be tethered, but essentially like answer to somebody else. But you're starting to care about that less and less and less the more and more and more time you spend with this person. And I'm not talking about like talking to them, like texting or calling. I'm talking physically in their energy, in their presence. That's really what gets you. Let's look at the near future. I want to see what the strength is all about. Strength is clarified by the Five of Cups, Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. It's a little bit difficult for you to be moving so slowly the way you are, right? Remember I said at the beginning of this reading, you're taking baby steps because you are very cautious, you are very calculated, and you want to make sure that you're making the best decisions for you, the ones that are most aligned for you. In the near future, you're showing me I am moving much more slowly than I know I'm capable of moving. It's kind of like you're a Ferrari and you're driving 5 miles an hour. You're like, I know I have more to give to this connection, but I'm really dragging my feet. I'm making sure that I'm taking the smallest steps possible, even though it's difficult for you, because you do feel a strong bond with this person, but there is some not so positive energy tied up to the past. So either you and this person have history and it wasn't so great. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of not so positive energies tied up to the past. So either you have history with them or you felt this deep connection with somebody else. You felt this kind of bond with somebody else and then it ended up not ending so great and it kind of sucked. And you're like, well, I want to make sure that that negative history doesn't repeat itself. So it's one or the other. But I will say it's cute because it's like it's hard for you to not be more invested, to not give more, to not be with this person more, because the emotions are definitely there. And don't forget, you're the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. You're a divine match when it comes to the emotional part. And so obviously the universe is just like, it's a whirlwind of emotion, but it's very positive for you. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles in the near future. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you do feel like you're moving into much more grounded, much more stable energies. And this is you, King of Swords. I don't assign gender to my cards when it comes to this person. And that really excites you because you kind of feel like you don't have to hold back anymore. You don't have to slow this car down anymore. You can move as quickly as you would like, or at least maybe if not as quickly as you would like, you can move faster than you've been progressing up until this point. And again, you get the Lovers at the bottom of the deck for the third time in this reading. We get it, Libra. You guys are soulmates. You guys have a deep connection in the 5D and the 3D. I get it. Thanks for emphasizing that 3 times, universe. Let's take a look at the Empress. Oh, what flipped over? Give me 2 more for the Empress in the near future. The Empress is clarified by the Temperance, the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Yeah, you love this person. They are all that in a bag of chips as far as you're concerned. And you're showing me like, I feel like this connection is literally a soul connection, not just here in the 3D world, but also in the 5D. It's kind of like somebody came in and just balanced out all your energies and restored like divine harmony in all aspects when it comes to love. You literally feel like you've been touched by an angel when it comes to this relationship. And I love that. It's beautiful. Like, who doesn't love love, especially when it's positive, and especially when there's not these like roadblocks and there's no games. And it's just like, you do kind of try to resist it a little bit in the current situation, but you're not putting up much of a fight here. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Libra. From the universe, you get the 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, you get the Tower. You can keep fighting this. You can keep resisting this. You can keep, maintaining your emotional distance, protective, I don't want to get hurt, yada, yada, yada. You can't resist it. The more time you spend with this person, the more you feel like the foundation between the two of you gets built and solidified. And it's like you're building this beautiful tower of love without you even trying. And it's literally by spending time with this person. This is an awesome connection. I really, really love it. And I love that there's no games. And also, like, you got the Lovers 3 times at the bottom of the deck as I was clarifying through this reading. The universe is really screaming soulmates here. So I love that. But Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.